was
I
going on?
just thought we made too many errors. I thought we made a lot of errors. I mean, when I'm saying that to be really good at what we do, and then shoots, I don't know what, I don't know if we relaxed or I don't know if what happened. But anyway, that series before the half was bitter, pill to swallow. And then the 2 minute drive, we got to do better. So we all got to get better. I got to get better calling it, and they got to be better running it.
Just the
But other than that, and we could play harder, which we all knew. I said that a couple weeks ago. Some of those plays happened truly because of effort. Now, we make some good plays and do a lot of really good things? Yes. We shut out the first quarter, shut out the third quarter. 3.4 yards a rush, 33% third down, and a pick six. So if you do those things, you think you win the game. But that particular game did not hold true.
And two times, Ron, you were leading 31-28, and you guys got the offense the ball back.
Yeah, but you know how it is, man. You've been around a long time. You either win or you lose. And that's the second time in my career calling defenses that I've lost a 2 minute drill. Once at San Jose State and once here. So to me, a 2 minute is about poise and toughness and belief, and although 2 minute is a character drill to me. And so anyway, that makes it tough for me, to be honest.
how do you envision now Sanusi Kane's role in that secondary? With he's versatile enough to play a couple positions for you. And,
Well, I just like it because the guys, we've cross-trained them so long now at this point that we can just roll them in. And I think, I got to do a better job of playing guys more equally. And Sanusi didn't play as much because we didn't want to, put a heavy load on him. But I think he can handle more. And I see him as a starter. I see him. To me, they're all good players, and they're all good enough to play equally. And if we want them to stay healthy all year, that kind of has to happen. And if you look at last year, midway through it, we were playing Cam and Marvin and CJ pretty much equally.
right. Just the physicality though he brings, is that a strength of
Yeah,
his game?
yeah. This is what people don't know. Sanusi Kane has been in the office more than anybody since I've been here. I mean, there was like months at a time where he was in there every single day, and that's the truth. I'm not just saying it. So he's earning it, and he's going to keep getting better. And he's a quality kid, and he's a good student, so he's got a good package going.
Do you have to kick him out of the office?
No, I don't kick him out. I need some company, man.
Just the spark what Chris Jefferson brings, that big TD, the only touchdown you guys had in the fourth quarter.
I didn't know that, but I thought I've watched that game 4 times, and I thought that the defense did play with some enthusiasm and some energy, which we preach. I think to be good at anything, you have to play with enthusiasm. You have to be enthusiastic, and you have to come with energy. You have to do that. I have to do it. We all do. So Chris brings that, and he's a great communicator, and he's getting better, and he wants to get better, and you can coach him hard, and he doesn't fold up or whine about it, and he is a good athlete, and he has really good ball skills. In fact, I think I mentioned this last year. I've never done a workout with a player with better ball skills than Chris Jefferson in 30 years.
You played quite a few guys from front to back.
Yeah.
A lot of linemen, a
Yeah.
lot of linebackers got
Yeah.
outfield. Just talk about the depth and the value of that.
It's all good, but it's got to be detailed in terms of execution. And we need to build it. It's going to be a long season. If you really look at that game, and I think anybody can say this, any team can say it, but it was truly not what they did. It's what we did type of a deal in terms of a couple of times we're off the field on third down, we get penalties, right? And really a couple of them didn't have any effect on the play. So I think I say that to say, yes, we want to develop a lot of guys who can play, but it's hard to play them if they don't execute with detail. I'm not saying that all the guys who got in didn't do that. I'm just stating the fact.
How much did you work on tackling this week?
We always do. We always do. And, I think that's really should be a personal thing for a defensive football player. I think if you're not really upset with yourself when you miss tackles, it's particularly when you don't, get your body on their body type of a deal, or you do it. without maximum effort. So, of course, we did a lot of tackling this week. It started with no pads first day we were out here, which was, I think, Sunday.
A handful of penalties, obviously, in the secondary, but after the game, Chris Jefferson said that felt like some of those guys were in good position, but just maybe were a little bit too handsy, a little too aggressive. Were there any positives to take away?
Well, two of them were legit. Now the Trees one was ridiculous. He just dominated the guy so bad it looked like he didn't do anything. The guy tried to slap him down and fell down on his own, but Trees, that was a ridiculous call. Jamari Brown's he grabbed the guy outside the framework. They're going to call that. Not all the time, but in a game like that, they're going to call that. CJ's, he pulled the guy, he turned him. They're going to call that. So, and it was unfortunate with Reese's because the guy slowed down and he kind of ran into him. Listen, this is my philosophy on PIs. I want them close enough to make plays. I'll coach the PIs later. I mean, because I've had some years where, dang, could you get close enough to PI the guy? I mean, my God. So, yeah, man, we want them aggressive. I thought, the one thing I found out in that game, we can cover guys. We didn't have to reach or hold to cover guys. I mean, it was just kind of poor hand placement for the most part.
How did fatigue factor into that defensive performance, especially late in the game?
That's a good question. I wasn't down there to really kind of feel what that felt like. I can't answer that question.
Just the balance between leaning on your defensive line to get the pass rush, but then blitzing. It's just going to, it's a game-by-game situation for you.
It depends on the game, depends on the opponent, depends on what they present. And the good thing was the longer the game went, the more pressure we got on the quarterback. But we made some mistakes too in some of the pressures. Sometimes the guy didn't come or what have you. So we had some opportunities to really get on the quarterback, and we would have gotten on him if we executed. And that's why I'm saying there's so many plays, and I hate to do that, but there are a lot of plays that if we execute, we're going to have great success. So that's where we're trying to go from here.